when your legs don't work like they used to before, and I can't sweep you off of your feet. Will your mouth still remember the taste of my love? Will your eyes still smile from your cheeks? Darling, I will be loving you till we're 70. And baby, my heart could still fall as hard at 23. And I'm thinking about how people fall in love in mysterious ways. Maybe just the touch of a hand. Well, me, I fall in love with you every single day, and I just wanna tell you I am. So honey, now take me into your loving arms. Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Place your head on my beating heart. I'm thinking out loud, maybe we found love right where we are. So baby, now take me into your loving arms.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, and the dreams that you dream of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, and the dreams that you dream of, dreams really do come true. Someday wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind. Be where trouble melts like lemon drops, high above the chimney top. That's where you find me. Oh, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, and the dream that you dare to go wide, oh why can't I? Well, I see trees of green and red roses too. I watch them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Well, I see skies of blue, and I see clouds of white, and the brightness of day. I like the dark, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also
some folklore that says how you spend your New Year's Eve is how you'll spend the rest of your year. So we have to be thankful to Claudette and Robert that we all get to spend our year in such a happy way. Now, in many faiths, we believe our loved ones don't just pass away, but instead cross over to an afterlife in which they can still share our joy and bear witness to our rites of passage. And it's in this spirit that Claudette and Robert have chosen to acknowledge Claudette's father, Barry, Robert's grandparents, David and Toby, and their dear family friend, Andrew. The bond that held you all so close in this world is still connected in the other, and know that their love is shining through today. It's testified by no big fat nor'easter out there right now. Please take a moment now to remember. Now, others would ask at this time, who gives the bride in marriage? I ask simply if she comes here freely and has her family's blessing. Claudette, is it true you come here freely today? Yes. All right, tell them. Robert, is it true you come here freely today? Would Claudette and Robert's parents please stand? Anything we need to know? You've given these two life and have supported them since birth. You've raised them and shaped them into the people that they are today, and for that you are honored in our ceremony. You who know them like no other are witnessing them make these vows today. We ask you to give your blessing for all to witness. Do you publicly extend your blessing to this marriage and accept Robert as your son and Claudette as your daughter?
Yes. You guys hold it together?
Thank you. You can be seated. The most beautiful example of partnership is the marriage relationship. And today that relationship will be symbolized by the braiding of these three cords. Ecclesiastes 4:9-12 reads, "Two are better than one because they have a good return for their efforts. If one falls down, the friend will help them up. But pity the person who falls and has no one beside them. If two lie down together, they will keep warm, but one cannot keep warm alone. While one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves. But a cord of 3 strands is even stronger." The third cord represents God, and in braiding these 3 strands together, Claudette and Robert demonstrate that their marriage is just more than the joining of 2 lives together. It's a unity with God as well. I would like to offer the following blessing on Claudette and Robert. May you be blessed with love, and this love between you be strong and enduring. May you be blessed with wisdom and continually learn from one another and the world. May you be blessed with community and always be aware that you're an essential part of a circle of family and friends filled with mutual love and support. May you be blessed with health and life bestow upon you wholeness of mind, body, and spirit. And may you live long and share many happy years together, and that life together be filled with laughter and abundant joy. May you be inseparable friends and loves, even better together than when you're apart. And may fire light your hearts, your souls, and your lives with the energy of creation and endeavor. A successful marriage is dependent upon many factors, but the first requirement is a strong bond of friendship and respect for one another. Your love for each other will continue to grow with each passing day, but it's your willingness to accept each other's weaknesses along with their strengths. That's the true foundation of a healthy marriage. After speaking with you both, it was obvious you already knew some of the great blessings that marriage has to offer. The opportunity to feel the joy of taking care of someone who takes care of you in return, to love deeply and receive it in return. It's about trust and friendship and having a partner who you get to share all life has to offer. We also recognize today's ceremony not only creates a new marriage, but a newly blended family with Claudette's daughter, Taylor. Legend tells us that when your souls are created, they're created 2 at a time, but we're sent to earth separately. It's said that if these souls meet on earth and recognize each other for who they truly are, they will fall in love and become as one, working together in unison, And then no hardship can alter the strength of their enduring love, and everything they do will succeed. I believe there's no such thing as coincidence, and that people who are patient and learn to know themselves will find their soulmate when the time is right. Claudette and Robert met on New Year's Eve 5 years ago with some help from Amanda and Jodian. It always amazes me how people who are supposed to be together will follow some wild and twisted paths to find each other at the perfect time. You had many important life experiences, and these were critical in shaping you into the people standing here today, and critical in creating the family you were destined to share. So here we are, just as that legend said, these souls were made for each other. So normally I would say if you're ready to step into matrimony, indicate so by joining hands, so I will take this as a good sign. Each of you brings gifts to the other today, the gifts of hope and laughter, but also a new focus and a seriousness of purpose. You've searched for and dreamed about that special someone who would embody and express the gifts you're now ready to give and receive. But they're not yours alone, because a strong, resilient marriage isn't an escape from the world, it's a contribution to it. So may you combine and strengthen your gifts to be offered to the world, because our world is desperately in need of the beautiful. And there's nothing better suited to evoke that than a good marriage. So we bless the hands you see before you today. May they always be held by the other, have the strength to hold on during the storms of stress, and may you see your four hands as healer, protector, shelter, and guide. So Robert, do you, in the presence of these witnesses, take Claudette to be your wife?
I do.
I don't think they heard you back there.
I do.
All right. Claudette, do you, in the presence of these witnesses, take Robert to be your husband?
I do.
Do you have any words you'd like to share with each other before we do that? That's good. It's been a long day. Yeah. Robert, please repeat after me. I, Robert, take you, Claudette,
I, Robert, take you, Claudette,
to be my wife.
to be my wife.
I give you my hand and my heart
I give you my hand, my heart,
as a haven of warmth and peace.
the haven of warmth and peace.
I promise above all else
I promise above all else
to live in truth with you
to live in truth
and pledge my love and devotion
and to pledge my love and devotion
as I join my life to yours.
as I join my life to yours.
Promise to be your friend,
Promise to be your friend
your love, and your partner
and your partner
for all the days of my life.
for all.
Claudette, your turn. I, Claudette, take you, Robert,
I, Claudette, take you, Robert,
to be my husband.
to be my husband,
I give you my hand and my heart
my hand and my heart,
as a haven of warmth and peace.
as a haven of warmth and peace.
I promise above all else
I promise above all else
to live in truth with you
to live in truth with you,
and pledge my love and devotion
and pledge my love and devotion
as I join my life to you.
as I join my life to
I
yours.
promise to be your friend,
I promise to be your friend,
your love,
your love,
and your partner
and your
for
partner
all the days of my life.
for all the days of my life.
Yeah. Some are going to feel even longer than this one. At this time, I ask the best man to please take the rings to each of the parents. I ask the parents to hold the rings for a few seconds and think of that wish, that hope that you have for Claudette and Robert. This process warms the rings with your love, so that as long as they wear them, they'll have the love and wishes from their family on their wedding day. Robert, as you place the ring on Claudette's finger, tilting it ever so gently toward the photographer in the aisle. Repeat after me. With this ring, I give you my heart,
Give me my heart.
because it's my greatest gift.
This is my greatest gift. Besides me.
Claudette, other hand. As you place the ring on Robert's finger, repeat Enter me with this ring. I give you my heart.
I give you my heart.
Because it's my greatest. Well, Robert and Claudette, as you've sealed your vows by the giving of these rings and in the presence of these loved ones, I'm truly honored to pronounce that you are husband and wife. My honor to introduce to you the newly married Mr. and Mrs. Nathanson.
It's a beautiful night. You want something home to do. Hey baby, I think I wanna marry you. Is it the look in your eyes, or is it this dancing juice? Who cares, baby? I think I wanna marry you. Well, I know this little chapel on the boulevard we can go. No one will know. Oh, come on, girl. Who cares if we're trash? Got a pocket full of cash we can blow. Shots of Patrol. And it's on, girl. Don't say no, 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 no. Just say yeah, 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 yeah. And we'll go, 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 go. If you're ready, like I'm ready.
You, our parents of our bride and groom, please give me a round of applause for the mother of the bride, escorted by her godfather, Diane Busse, escorted by Robert Corbin. Come on, you guys, you gotta do better than that. There you go. Oh, go Diane, go Diane. Come on, make some noise, you guys. Keep a round of applause going for our parents of the groom. Give it up for Trudy, Jeffrey, and Joyce Nathanson. All right, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for our parents of our groom and our bride. Let's hear it, you guys. Let's hear it. Come on. All right, time for our bridal party. Please give it up for our first trio. It is Donna, Stephanie, and Johnny. Little dab by Johnny. Give him a round of applause. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our second couple is Megan, escorted by Todd. Give a round of applause going for Lisa. She's coming in with James. Give it up for these two. All right, ladies and gentlemen, keep the round of applause going for Tara. She's escorted by Jothian. All right, you guys, keep it going for Amanda, escorted by Dan. All right, now I want you guys to all make a whole bunch of noise. These are our junior bridesmaids. Give it up for Abigail and Roxy. Those two look beautiful, don't they, ladies and gentlemen? Make a round of applause. And as good as they look, they do not look a flick of the hair. Did anybody see that? Please give it up for our junior maid of honor, looking amazing this evening. Come on out, Taylor. All right, here comes our flower girls, escorted by our matron of honor, Jordan, Juliana, and Christina. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here comes the witnesses of today's festivities. Please give it up for our maid of honor and our best man, Caitlin and Kyle.
Having a good time.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is your entire bridal party. Let's hear it. This is a party. Come on. All right, everybody, we're going to ask everybody to please stand at their table. Please stand. Gentlemen, if you look in front of you, there is a blue table linen. Please turn around and grab the blue table linen. Just the gentlemen. The ladies are going to need to put your hands together. Gentlemen, grab your blue table linen. Now, this is a party, gentlemen. Put your table linen above your head. Start swinging it around. Ladies, make some noise. Let me hear you guys hoot and holler. It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce to you again Mr. and Mrs. Robert Nathanson. Amazing. Bob, you are the man. I'm over here. I'm over here. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear a round of applause for our bride and our groom. We're going to ask everyone at the tables to be seated. Bob and Claudette are going to dance their very first dance as husband and wife. Keep the round of applause going. They have chosen a very special song by Ed Sheeran. This is Perfect.
I found a love for me. Darling, just dive right in. Follow my lead. I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me.
This is Mr. Jeff Nathanson.
First of all, I'm Bob's dad, even though most of you don't know who the hell I am. Because most of you, I don't know who you are. I had this speech all written, and now I can't read it because my glasses aren't the correct lens, and I have something to drink. So I was going to start off by saying, if I could read this, which I really can't, it says, something to the effect of welcome everyone, family and friends. And for you out-of-towners, welcome to the warm South Jersey weather. It does get warmer and colder too. Now where was the rest? Where am I here? Okay. But today is mainly Claudette and Bobby's day. It's a joining of two families, the Busses and the Nathansons. I remember the first day I met Bobby. I wrote this, I met Bobby. I met Bobby. I was thinking then too, I guess. I met Bobby on January 14th, 1979. Can you believe that? You remember that day? It was very good. Back then, yes, he was speaking very slurry back there. You know, I think the first things he was saying that, I want that Datsun 240. And he was just maybe less than, 6 months. You remember that? And he also said, to a lesser extent, in a faint mumble sound, he said, "Who is Claudette? Who is Claudette?" Back on January 14th, 1979. And I had no idea what he meant by that. You know? He's laughing. He's laughing. He's laughing. You know. My son. Let me see that. No idea what he meant. He was a fast talker, and I tried to tell him, slow down, Bob. I used to say something like, I-O, which he taught me, I-O means I don't know. I said that there's a D somewhere in I-O, right? Right? And there's a T somewhere in I-O. But I taught him, slow down. Look at it. And then I taught him how to ride his first bicycle. I taught him how to ride his first bicycle. I said, Bobby, please, do me a favor. Do not try those bicycles with the handbrakes. Keep with the foot brakes. You know? What does he do? He tries those handbrakes and breaks his leg. I said, Bobby, I told you to slow down. Slow down. He thinks it's funny. I'm glad he does. And then he turned 16 and a half, and he got his driver's license. And I got into the car with Bobby, and I had whiplash. I said, Bobby, slow down. Where are you going to? Slow down. So, I really... But after a while, he finally, took my words to heart. And I have to say I'm sorry to Claudette. Because now it took him 5 years after he met Claudette. 5 years. Well, he learned to some extent, some of what I said. Where am I? Okay. Where am I? But I'm sure they're going to make a great husband and wife. But there's one little thing I have to tell you. I want you to decrease the number of Taylor no's. Where's Taylor? Wherever Taylor is, I'm on your side.
Here she is.
Okay. You know, I can't read what I wrote here. I really have no idea. Because I was on the computer writing something, and then I started to write it, and I'm left-handed. And left-handed people are lousy writers. Even to myself, I have no idea what this says here. But you know what I said here? Bob, what does it say?
Doctor, I can't read your handwriting.
I don't know, it's something. There's Diane. There's Diane here. Where's Diane? Dan, thank you very much. You did a great job. And I don't know what I wrote about you, but it's something good. Okay, I think I said Diane. It said something like, Diane, if I didn't tell you before, I'm telling you now. I don't know what the hell. My permissions to put, I give you my permissions to put Bob in his place. Okay?
Thank you.
Okay, now, this comes back. So now that you're mishpacha, you can do it. Okay? And what I wanted to do, for those of you who don't know what mishpacha is Hebrew for family. Hebrew for family. Now, what I had planned a little illusion. Because, for those of you who don't know that I am actually an illusionist as my second profession. I'm not going to tell you what my first profession is. But the problem is that the first rule of being an illusionist is that you can't drink. So I know I'm going to screw this illusion up. But I don't know if I should give it a try or not. Should we give it a try, Bob? Okay. Okay, you have to hold this. You have to hold it. Okay. Here we have. Do we have a deck that looks right? Do we have a deck? Do we have a? Tell me. Yes. Does it look like a regular deck?
It kind of looks like a regular.
Well, it kind of is or not?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Okay. Claudette, I want you to pick out any card that you want. Any card. No, it's okay. You're going to find out. He'll loan you a card too. Pick out a card. Whoop, I messed up again. Okay. I told you, this is not going to be easy. Okay. You know, you're the queen, right? So the queen of hearts, maybe? Pick out you want the queen diamonds? Here we go. Okay. The queen of hearts for Claudette. Now, Barbie, you pick out a card. 4 spades. 5 spades? Why do you want the 5 spades? Okay. Now give me, okay, Bobby got the 5 spades. And Claudette got the Queen of Hearts. So, we'll take those 2 cards. We'll take these 2 cards, the Queen of Hearts and 5 of Spades. Now, you have to hold this okay, Bob. Bob. Okay. So, when Claudette and Bobby first met, their backs were towards each other. And because of Jovian and Amanda, they met and they started to talk to each other. Okay? So, they even, laughter, huh? So they even might have danced. Okay? They even might have danced. So we'll put the deck back on. And here is here. Here is the Queen of Hearts and Bobby's 5 of Spades. Now, we can put back on the deck. They're married and they're together. Now, I'm going to take off. Get it hold. I'm going to take off the cards. I'm going to spin the card around again. Now, which one of you want to hold your cards? Okay, put it between your hands. Put the cards between your hands. Now I want Claudette to say something nice to Bobby. Okay, now Bobby, say something nice to Claudette. Bobby said he loves Claudette. I heard that. Okay, now the big illusion is that I want you to separate your hands and look at the 2 cards. They're together, inseparable.
All right, now hang on, Caitlin. Did you guys see Caitlin? Give Caitlin a round of applause. There we go. That's much better.
Hi everyone. Sorry I don't have a card trick or a magic trick for all of you tonight. I just wanted to wish a short, sweet congratulations to the beautiful bride and groom, my sister, and my new brother-in-law, Michael. The first time what's your name? Robert Michael. All right. Robert Michael. The first time I actually was introduced to him or even learned about him, I was in the car with my sister. I'm like, where are we going? And she's like, oh, we're going to my boyfriend's house. And I'm like, you have a boyfriend? I didn't know this. So we pull up to this little condo in New Jersey, and I walk in and I see the bar and I see the giant TV, and I'm just like, what has she gotten herself into? Like, this is your boyfriend? But then I actually got to meet Robert one day after one of his long days of work at UPS. And I got to actually meet him. And it makes me so happy just to see how much Robert loves my sister every day. Every day I see him put up with her snarky remarks. And if anybody here knows my sister, they know that she can be very snarky. And he puts up with it, which is great. Good for him. And I'm just so happy to have him in our life and to welcome him into our family and to call him my brother and brother-in-law. But I love you, Robert. You're more like a brother. And I'm so happy that our 2 families are coming together. So if we could please just put our hands together for the beautiful, happy couple and wish them many years of beautiful love. His name's Robert Michael, not Michael.
Alright. I'm a cute professional. I'm gonna reel my friends, so don't judge me. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone's looking good tonight, especially Claudette and her bridesmaids. Beautiful. Alright. I didn't wink, so I'll give it to you if you need it. I got you. I'm going to keep this short because Mainly, I hate public speaking, but mainly, Bob's a pretty boring dude. We all know this. Alright? And I can only come up with a total of 1 minute of material. So here we go. My name's Kyle. For those of you that don't know me, that's probably 98% of you people in here. But we'll roll with it, keep it going. Alright? Alright, please. No, we're bars. I'm trying, but after you're dead, it's hard. Alright, I'm gonna start over. Alright. I just want to let everybody know that, that I know Bob. Damn, I lost my place. Alright, stop recording, restart it. Let's play it again. Your friend. She's somebody's friend. It's Jovian! Dude! I apologize for this. Hold on, give me a second. Kyle, for those of you who don't know me, probably everyone in this room, alright? I just want to let everyone know that Bob, by no means, have paid me to be his best man. I do know Bob. We worked together for 12 years. Alright. Give me the damn mic, Bob. This is ridiculous. Alright. Here we go. I was so good until Bob's dad came up here. I got you, alright. Alright. I'm jumping over everything, alright? I became good friends with Bob working at UPS. Alright? How could I not become friends with somebody that brings homemade brownies from work for a group of grown men? Okay? It's good, but we love you. Extra icing, extra sprinkles, and he leaves it in my truck in the morning. That just makes an awkward relationship for all of us at work. Alright? To be asked by Bob to be his best man was a great honor. Maybe not so much. People told me I had to say this, so I figured I'd throw it on in there. Bob asked me to be his best man the way everyone that knows Bob would expect. Facebook Messenger. His message went like this. Next year will be epic. You'll be right next to me. So I'm thinking to myself, did he just ask me to be his best man? And I'm just looking at my phone, shaking my head like, Bob, good gosh. So, I guess this is where I tell you what a great person Bob is. Bob is, for those of you that know Bob, knows he's a big guy with a big heart. He's always willing to do whatever he can to help his friends and family. I can say it's a huge honor to call Bob my friend. And about 4 years ago, I gained a new friend, Claudette. That's right. Wink, wink. The first time I was around Bob and Claudette, I saw the joy and happiness in Bob's face. He lit up like a bulb. Didn't you, Bob? Yeah. Yeah. Shake your head again. It didn't prove anything. All right, there you go. Good job. All right. So, you two look so great together. I wish nothing but love and happiness and success. Now, if all will join me and raise your glasses. Jovi, raise your glass. You interrupted my damn message. Raise your glass. And raise your glass to a toast to a lovely couple, Mr. and Mrs. Nathanson.
Thank you, Kyle.
Longtime friend of Bob and pretty reasonable time friend with Claudette. And want to say congratulations first off. You know, you guys are beautiful tonight, and I'm very proud of both of you. I'm happy to see you guys get married. I'm happy the relationship worked out and everything was great. And, you know, Bob didn't mess anything up. Good job, Bob. So we all know that Bob is a great guy, right? I mean, that's why we all are here. That's why, he has a great groomsmen and he has all these great bridesmaids to support him and Claudette and all other endeavors and stuff. But I wanted to speak about my own personal experience with Bob and how we grew up together, and one story comes to mind. So I'm an only child, and my family, we do family reunions every couple years, right? So clearly Amanda knows where this is going. So this one year, my parents, we all went to China for a reunion. It's good because I'm Chinese, my family's Chinese, all my cousins and stuff, they're like Chinese and mixed and whatnot. So they always told me that since I don't have any siblings, that I could bring, a friend with me. So this particular year, I was like, Bob, you want to go to China? And Bob was like, hell yeah, I want to go to China. So, of course, Bob came with us. So, Bob's a great guy. And sometimes he does some funny things and he gets taken advantage of by other people. So while he came to China, my mom wrote him this great note card. And on the note card, it had said in Chinese specifically, like, this is what you have to do to get to the hotel, and give it to the cab driver. They'll take care of it, right? So he hands it off to the cab driver when he gets to Beijing, and they start driving him around, and they take him to the hotel, and he gets to the hotel, and he gets out, and he's all excited, and he hits me up on BlackBerry Messenger, because this was like 12 years ago, and maybe not that long, maybe about 8, 9 years ago, and he hits me up in BBM, and he's like, I'm here. And I'm standing in the lobby and I'm looking around and I'm like, he's tall. And in China, he's really tall because everybody's like 5 foot. So, you would easily spot his 6 foot out of the crowd. And I'm looking around, I'm like, no, you're not, dude. And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I'm in the lobby. I don't see you. And he's like, oh, you're at the wrong hotel. So he gets back in the cab and he's driving around and the cab takes him to somewhere else, right? And he gets there and he's like, all right, I'm here. And he took the cabbie in with him, right? So he's standing there, he's like, I'm at the hotel. I'm like, dude, no, you're not. I'm here, I'm standing, I'm looking around, I'm talking to my family, and I'm waiting for Bob to show up, and he's just not there. So then my mom got on the phone with the cabbie and made sure that, he would come to the right place. So eventually he got to the right place, he got in, we had dinner, everything was fine, he met the family liked him and whatnot. So then the very next day, this is the important part. The very next day we go out, and it's the first day of excursions, right? So, Bob's coming from America. He worked all night. He got up in the morning, went to the airport, took a 14-hour flight to get to Beijing. So when he got there, he was really, really tired and super duper jet lagged. So he got up real early that morning, and Bob is he's a guy of schedule. And I don't want to get too specific, but he's a very routine kind of person, and some people may know and some people may not. But that morning thing we all do, like if he's off, he gets all weird and he's like a little mad about things and angry. So that morning he got up, I was like, yo, go do what you gotta do. And he's like, all right, nothing. Didn't work, didn't happen. He was 12 hours off, right? So then we go out to breakfast, and we eat breakfast, and he ate real quick, and I was like, yo, you got time. Go take care of what you gotta take care of. He's like, all right. And he comes back, and he's like, it didn't work. Right, so now we've left the breakfast spot and we're going to what I call the dirt mall, but really it's just one of those places in China that's like 9 stories tall and has nothing but fake stuff in it, right? So like you go there and you haggle and you buy fake stuff and it's a good time, everybody enjoys themselves. And Bob gets there and we're there for no longer than 20 minutes, right? And he's just like, yo, I gotta go. Right, and on the way there, our tour driver was just like, look, if you gotta go to the bathroom, this is what you have to ask for. And Bob didn't listen. I'm a native speaker, so I speak Chinese fluently. I grew up speaking Chinese. I don't need to learn this, right? But Bob didn't listen because he's also really stubborn. So 20 minutes in, at the dirt mall, Bob is now in search, desperate search of the bathroom because it struck him. And he asked me, he's like, can you help me find it? I said, no, I gotta watch my 60 some odd cousins because none of them speak Chinese, so I have to make sure they're okay. So you, as a grown-ass man, can go find the bathroom yourself. So, you know, Bob's really tall, right? So, like, imagine in a sea of really short people, you see this floating white head just darting back and forth, up and down all the aisles. Apparently, he went outside, he went across the street, he went into other buildings. He's asking people, do you know where the bathroom is? And of course, we're in Beijing, China. Nobody speaks English. Everybody's like, what? So Bob eventually finds that bathroom. He does what he needs to do. He comes back, he texts me and says, I'm done. I said, all right, we're in the same spot, so just come back and find us. So he came back and he found us. And I'm like, did you bring that little roll of toilet paper with you? And he's like, no, I forgot it in the hotel. I'm like, so I'm looking at his feet. Both his socks are there, right? Because this is China. There's no toilet paper. There's no soap. There's not even like a standard toilet. It's basically like peeing in a tub that's like flush mounted into the ground, right? So like you gotta squat over, and his balance is amazing. So like a gymnast. So you know his socks were both on his feet. So I was like, I pulled his pants out a little bit. His underwear was still there. So I was like, well, what did you do? Does anybody know that Bob always wears a wife beater? Well, that particular day, he lifted his shirt up and it was his bare skin. Because he lost his wife beater to China. And then he has forever gone down in Yo family history as the kid that lost his shirt to China. But they all love him. They all call him Uncle Bob. He's a permanent member of my family and will always be a permanent member of my immediate family as well. Love you, Bob.
I hope the days come easy and the moments pass slow, and each road leads you where you want to go. And if you're faced with a choice and you have to choose, I hope you choose the one that means the most to you. And if one door opens to another door closed, I hope you keep on walking till you find the window. If it's cold outside, show the world the one that you'll smile. But more than anything, more than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you wanted to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same thing.
All right, everybody, I need some help. Give me a 1. Whoa, hang on, it's New Year's Eve. You people are gonna have to do better than that. There you go, give me a 2. Give me a 3.
What the?
Oh my, that was amazing, one-handed. There's receivers in the NFL that don't do that well. We're all gonna chant nuts. Here we go. Nuts, 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 nuts.
Nuts! Nuts!
He'll fill you in later, don't worry about it. All right, everybody. There are no rules right now. Apparently not with that chant. There are no rules. So, oh, no hands? All right, Bob, that's cool. I'll take that one. Up until this point, you can use your hands. When you break that little circle threshold, it's all mouth. Everybody make some noise. It's New Year's Eve. Let's hear it. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Come on, you guys. I don't hear you chanting. Let's go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a round of applause. We're all it's Jovian. Look at him go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I need help. Everybody give me a 1. Give me a 2. Give me a 3. Doesn't hit the floor. Guess who? Kyle tries to hand it off. But as usual, Jovian's hands are full. Just so you know, Kyle, the farther up the leg you go, the more happiness is brought to our bride and groom. If you go too far, she's not only going to already show you how she can catch, she's going to show you how she can punch. So be very, very polite. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Kyle. Here he goes. Whoa, you're done already? Alright, give him a round of applause. Give him a round of applause. Now listen, you guys don't go anywhere. We're going to bring our bride and our groom out to the middle of this where they're going to take a picture with you real quick. Thank you, baby.
Don't be get on that jacket! Joey! Joey! Come on! You're married now, just do it! Take the plate! Give us what we want to see!
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, can I get a 1?
1!
Can I get a 2?
2!
Can I get a 3?
3! Hit him!
Come on. Everybody say, oh. See, the giveaway was she was holding a fork. They generally don't smash each other when one has a fork.
Do it, Guns! Smash it at Taylor's face! Get them both at the same time! Get Taylor, get
Claudette Taylor.
Round of applause for Bob, Taylor, and Claudette.
Get up on the dance floor tonight. I got 2 left feet and a bottle of red wine, making me feel like the beat in the bassline are in my blood, both hands upon a waistline. Get on up, baby, dance to the rhythm of the music. Don't care what the DJ chooses. Get lost in the rhythm of me. Place don't close until we wanna leave it. You and I were flying on an aeroplane tonight. We're going somewhere where the sun is shining bright. Just close your eyes and let's pretend we're dancing in the street in Barcelona. 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 Nosotros, vive la vida. Come on, let's be free in Barcelona. Let's landmass, I'll meet you. Come on and dance with me in Barcelona. Drinking sangria, I just want to be in Barcelona. Mamacita, rica, feel that summer breeze in Barcelona. Nosotros, vive la vida. Siempre vive la Barcelona. I found a love for me. Darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Oh, darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, or listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it. Darling, you look perfect tonight. Well, I found a woman stronger than anyone I know. She shares my dreams. I hope that someday I'll share her home. I found a love to carry more than just my secrets, to carry love, to carry cheers.